Good morning, dears. Next, we will be reading about rational numbers. You have studied about different types of numbers: odd number, even number, composite number, prime number. Now, we are going to read about rational and irrational numbers. There are two types of numbers: rational and irrational. Okay. Now, we'll be reading specially about the rational numbers here. What is this? Any number which can be written, any number that can be written in a term of P by Q is called rational number, where P and Q both are integers and Q, the denominator should not be equals to 0. This is compulsory that the denominator should not be equals to 0. It can be 0 by 5. Numerator P can be 0. P can be 0. But Q cannot be 0. Okay, my dear. The denominator should not be 0 because till now we have not learned any number if divided by 0, whether it is 0 or it is not defined. Till now it is not defined. So it cannot be. This is not a rational number. This is a rational number. Now, other than this, there are fractional numbers are rational number, decimal numbers are rational number, whole numbers are decimal number. Now, one thing you have to keep in mind, perfect square numbers are rational number when it is written in a term of square root. Okay, now you just see, if square root 25 it gives you 5 is a rational number because 5 could be written as 5 by 1. But if it is under root 24, this is not a perfect square number. So this is called irrational number. This is rational number and this is called irrational number. Okay, my dear, we are not going to talk about this. We are going to talk about this only. So any number, any square number, if it is written in a term of square root, as example, under root 4 is a rational number and under root 3 is not a rational number, irrational number, is it? So you must be careful about the square numbers. Okay, now it has certain properties. First, it is closure property. It is closed under addition and multiplication. Means when you add two rational numbers, your sum will be rational only. When you multiply two rational numbers, you will have a rational only. You will have a rational number. Is it? Addition, subtraction, division and multiplication of rational numbers gives you rational number. This is closure property. Now second is commutative property. If you add two rational numbers, sum remains same. If 1 by 3 plus 3 by 7, if you add it 3 by 7 plus 1 by 3, if the orders are changed, still the sum remains same. This is called commutative property. The same thing it happens with the multiplication 2 by 5 into 4 by 3. It will be equal to 4 by 3 into 2 by 5. This is called commutative property of rational number. Third is associative property. It is applicable only with the addition and multiplication, not with the subtraction and division. Third is associative property. In this, you have to group three rational numbers. Will be given three rational numbers: 2 by 3 plus 4 by 5 plus 3 by 7 will be equal to, if it is grouped in this way, 2 by 3 plus 4 by 5 and outside 3 by 7. The same rational numbers, anyhow if it is grouped, it will be same. It happens with the multiplication also. If you multiply 3 rational numbers and the orders are changed, bracket is changed, still it remain same. This is called commutative property, associative property. This is commutative, this is associative property. This is also applicable only with the addition and multiplication. Next you have additive identity elements. 0 and 1 exist for operation of addition and multiplication respectively. If any number 0 is added, the number remain as it is, or if any number multiplied with 1, it remain as it is. So this is called additive identity, this is called multiplicative identity. Any number, if 0 is added with any number, it remain as it is, and if 1 is multiplied with any number, it remain as it is. Next we have additive inverse. Any rational number, whatever property you have for fractions, the same it has. 5 by 8, additive inverse would be minus 5 by 8. The same number with a different sign, is it? This is called additive inverse. Then multiplicative inverse, that is reciprocal. You know, rational number 5 by 8, it should multiply with 8 by 5 is a multiplicative inverse. Additive inverse gives you 0 and multiplicative inverse gives you 1 when you operate it. Is it? And finally distributive over addition, that you know very well. If you have two numbers, 2 by 7 into 4 by 5 plus 3 by 8 is equal to 2 by 7 into 4 by 5 plus 2 by 7 into 3 by 8. This is multiplication over addition. It's called a distributive property, multiplication over addition. So these were the properties related to rational number. Is the same as fractions, is it? Then we have the exercises and we have to find that how to get the numbers between. I will be sending you the PDF for the exercise. Till then keep practicing, and if there is any doubt, you did not understand anything, you can ask me in comment box, or you can ask me on Monday when we have live class. Till then keep practicing, my dears. Thank you.